Hey folks, welcome back to AAA Farms. James here. I don't know if y'all can really tell, but we got some thunder clouds coming in the background. We can hear some thunder. So it seems like it's about to rain, which we definitely can use. But before that happens, we're going to do two things. A, we'll get a rangeland protein bucket for the steers. And B, we're going to brush hog that little 3-acre section. They've ate the grass down pretty good bit, them and the herd. We're going to brush hog all the little trees coming up and weeds coming up to knock all that down really quick before this rain hits. And if it doesn't start raining by then, there's another little section over here we're going to hit. All right, let's go get in the Kubota. So with this protein bucket, it has some things in it, different minerals and such, and I believe this one's 30% protein if I remember right. It's been a while since I've looked at the time. The rangeline is my preferred protein bucket. I got all this all over me. Seems to be a little bit higher quality than most. My second is what that black tub that I'm using for water is. If they don't have any rangeland, I'll use the PMB. It's pretty good stuff too. I think it's slightly less, but the big benefit, other brands, at least at my local farm store, they only go up to about 200 pounds. This is 225 pounds, so it gets you a little bit more. It goes a little bit longer. This 225 pounder lasts my whole herd when I put it in the pasture with the whole herd. Probably about 30 days, about a month. So it'll probably last these 2 steers until it's time for them to go to slaughter. So, but they're come running up, they're gonna want some, so let them get out of their way. So just for context, that should let them gain weight. Today is July 13th, Saturday. If you're watching my short clips talking about feeding these guys out for freezer camp, today should be day 7, I believe. Yes, today's day 7. So you'll definitely see that short clip before you see this. The short clips take me like couple minutes to just look at and go through the process, versus these full-length videos. It takes a couple hours. So, but just for context, that's where we are now in that series. All right, so we got them in the 6 acres. Y'all can hear the thunder in the background. It's moving in. I'm gonna try to get a pass in this 3-acre section over here. But what I want to point out, I got just these 2 guys in here. They do have plenty of grass. They got a lot of Johnson grass, which is this stuff right here. It grows really fast. I really like it. Really got to doing a lot of research, because I was like, man, this stuff grows really fast, because I can let the cows in, they'll eat this down, and then I'll lock them up 3 days later. It's 2 foot tall. But got to be cautious. First frost comes around and it stresses Johnson grass out, it actually becomes toxic to the cows, which we're midsummer right now, so it's not a big deal for these guys. But you can definitely tell they got plenty of grass. There's a lot of Bahia, a lot of Johnson, and a lot of crabgrass. There's a lot of trash too. And some of the stuff they'll eat is just not normal. It's not what you normally would plant. This has been planted with Bahia. This 6 acres along with the L-shaped field have been planted with Bahia. And then we went into like a drought, and then we went into, this was all last summer. Everything was catching on fire, and so a lot of the Bahia didn't take, but you can, all this over here, that's all Bahia. Now in this 3-acre section over here, I haven't planted anything, but just from traffic from wild animals and stuff, there's some Bahia in there, there's some Johnson in there, and then there's a lot of trash. So the whole reason I'm letting them graze that is basically let them improve the soil over there and try to spread some seed. But that's enough talking. We're gonna get after it, because it's about to start raining. Don't know if it's gonna rain a whole lot. We'll take whatever we can get. Rain's definitely a priority right now. Okay, so this is that 3-acre field. There's some stuff in here the cows will eat. Not a whole lot, but more than nothing. But you can kind of see we got a whole bunch of butt brush and just trash and all that. there went a rabbit. We snuck up on a rabbit. Anytime you hear something shoot through the grass around here, you start looking at your feet for rattlesnakes. Anyway, so we're gonna try to knock out as much as we can before the rain hits. The main thing is to get a loop around by the fence really quick, just to keep the fence from shorting out on limbs or something. All right, let's get the brush hog on. All right, and now another drill. 540 is what we're looking for. All right, let's get after it. Well, been lucky. Apparently we had a storm. It must have knocked this limb out. So luckily the cows haven't figured out this was down. Trying to do this without getting shocked. Well, made the first pass going around, and we were able to get as good as we can with the electric fence, especially with the weather moving in. There's a whole bunch of Johnson grass right here. It kind of appears that the steers haven't figured out they can get over here yet. I took down the front portion of the fence. Also, we've been looking for that water pool floaty for a while now, so I need to make sure I get it before I head back to the house. This section will probably want to be the next section for the brush hog, because I want to fence that in for the herd, and that's probably going to be done after we fence in that hill section for the steers. is one of the nicer fields to brush hog. I can actually run this field in 4-load, which is 4.4 miles per hour. Most of my fields I can't run this fast just because all this used to be fine. They clear cut it before I bought it, and so some of it's rooted up pretty bad. It's a lot of work we got to do in the future, smooth those other ones out. As you can tell, this isn't extremely smooth here either. But we're going roughly 1.5 miles faster an hour than we normally do. I think third gear is like 2.7 and we're going about 4.4 now, so. Trying to beat the rain. Up in here it gets a little uneven, so we're going to slap it down to the third really quick. It's hard to tell with all the brush, but this used to be a burn pile right here, and so it's kind of, it's uneven. Definitely want to be cautious coming through here. Okay, let's get back out there. this pass so I can tell it's starting to rain. And I just kind of glanced at the radar. We have a red band that's about to hit us. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of the field and get into the house before that hits. We got the bulk of it done. We got the worst part done. I figured I wasn't going to get done before the rain hit. So that's why I focused on that section, because that's by far the worst out of all of it. So I'll finish up this pass here and head up to the house. That's it for today. Got rained out, which is fine. We really need the rain more than I need the brush hog that. So I'm gonna hopefully tomorrow, if it doesn't rain too much today, we'll just have to play by ear and see. I'm probably gonna knock that out. There's another section here I can show y'all. I don't know how well that's gonna come through. Y'all see all that stuff? That stuff. Anyway, I want to knock that out. Just really make it look nicer than the house, because the house is right here. That's the other section I planned on doing today, but the rain knocked us out. So tomorrow might do that one, or finish that up, or start and finish this. And then after that, I really want to start that next section, go ahead and knock it down, because we are in the drier part of summer for us. It's mid-July. What did I say today was? 13th? Yeah, today's the 13th of July. So I want to go ahead and knock that down and get it cleaned up, so that when I do fence it in, hopefully all the good grasses that we won't grow up, and we'll get rid of all the weeds. One thing to remember, this is definitely a first generation farm. Before this has always been pine plantation, so all these fields used to be pine trees. They clear cut it and regrew over the years, and the gentleman who owned this before us, he had pine that he was growing up. He also used this as hunting for him, deer hunting. However, he passed away, and all his children lived far away from here, and so none of them wanted the property. He didn't have a house or anything, he just hunted it. For here, I'm assuming he had a house somewhere else. Anyway, so they just clear cut it and saw all the trees. Before they clear cut it, they were wanting a good bit of money per acre, not much that people around here could really afford at the time. And then when he clear cut it, we got a really good deal on it. So we were able to buy all of this, and then my wife's grandmother actually bought, there's another 25 acres on the north side of the highway over here. Her grandma actually bought that. So we might eventually try to, maybe when it cools off, might take the old tractor over there, try to clean that up some for her grandma, and that'd give us some extreme brush hogging, because we ain't never brush hogged that over there, along with the 50 acres in the back I have here. That's gonna be some rough stuff to get, and kind of thinking what I'm gonna do, man, is I got a couple of weeks of vacation. I haven't really been able to take off work just because of some of the things we got going on. Kind of thinking about just taking a week off straight whenever it starts to get towards the end of summer, beginning of fall, before it starts getting rainy, but the weather, you know, ain't 102 degrees every single day. And just every single day, get on the old tractor, go back there, and just go at it, because I gotta stay like in first gear low to brush hog that stuff, and then a lot of this stuff is past brush hogging. So my current game plan with that is to get all the stuff I can get with the Kubota, because there's some that I've already brush hogged before in the past with the old tractor, and not much, but I can knock it out with this probably like less than an hour. And then I'll take the old tractor and get everything I can get, and then I'm gonna go back there with a chainsaw, and just, it's gonna be a long day, and I'll just take the chainsaw and cut everything I don't want that I can't get with the brush hog. But anyway, kind of rambling on, looking towards the future. I always like looking towards the future, because I can see ahead. I can see this place being really nice once I'm done with it. And I say done with it like I'm ever going to be done with it, but I can see where I'm going in the future with this, and I'm very excited. I've always been excited. We just gotta, it's just nothing but time and money. I got time, but I ain't got no money, so eventually we'll fix that hopefully, and we'll get some things paid off so we have a little extra money. But hope you guys enjoyed today. I know I did. it was fun being able to just get some brush hogging done. It's relaxing, and especially after this last week of work, super early mornings and late evenings. So it was really nice just being able to get on the tractor and go at it. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Really hope y'all enjoyed it. Talk to y'all next time.